After 17 years of being a poet, 17 years of writing, one thing I know. Poems are meant to be shared with the world. Words can change the world and start revolutions, build bridges and bring understanding where there is none. Poems give us hope that our human experience can be shared and understood. The human experience of my poetry starts with Baptism of Apathy, which is all about the choices that transform the world, and no matter how dark the world becomes, each day a choice is made that changes everything. There is a spiritual connection between all of us, and we run around in circles with words. We hear music giving our lives meaning, taking every breath away. This music is inside our souls. You just have to listen. When you have someone you love and who understands the music within you, it leads us through the dream of our lives, the longest day we hope will end. If you have that connection, then it doesn't matter if the entire world is against you. And in this connection, the unity is so strong that even though separated or going through the worst of the human experience, such as war, famine, or death, you understand the music inside. You has united you in such a way that you are indistinguishable from the other. One voice fading into the other. You know that her insides are beautiful, and that there are oceans of value inside of each of your souls. With this unity, you realize that there is no time to waste, and life, though fleeting, is the greatest miracle, the one gift you cannot afford to waste. When you're alive, you want to do everything you can to change the world, because when you're dead, you will not be an element of change. The only thing to do is realize your death is coming, cultivate love toward everyone you can, and live your life. With this appreciation, you wonder what your last will and testament will be at the end of your life. And in this testament, you realize that it is love that keeps our cells together, that this life needs to be lived as if there is no resurrection, no reincarnation. And as your life continues, you realize that poetry is the music that unites all of us, and that the words repeated back to you all rhyme with the lonely part of your heart. These words we hear are the love poems at the end of our lives. We confront both the beauty and brutality of life, where every moment of my life, we go on long runs together, yet the undercurrent of loss and betrayal lingers. Leafy is a reflection on love as both a powerful force and a fragile bond, constantly threatened by the harshness of reality, but persevering even after death. The kiss I felt was not a lie, and there are lingering moments of connection, even as life slips away. There are angels guiding you through dreams, love lost, and a longing to find peace amidst chaos. The last poem leaves you not with answers, but with the raw truth of the human experience, where every goodbye feels final, and every moment is cherished as if it were the last. The journey continues with reflections on the ache in our hearts. Some nights I wake up just to look out and see the stars. Serenity writes, reflecting a deep desire to connect with a world that feels increasingly distant. We witness the devastation wrought by racism and political violence, yet they also reveal the beauty of a love that transcends even death. But nonetheless, with a kiss I die. As you enter this world, you are confronted with the notion that no one who has ever died truly ever does. Serenity walks through the empty streets where the echoes of voices long gone return. We meditate on the beauty and complexity of existence, where even in the face of despair and loss, love promised and love opened becomes the ultimate miracle. The journey takes us to a place where we live in the world with no belongings, life broken, photographs of the past all burned, a certain pain too much to bear, and we realize that our identity is what belongs to us and cannot be taken from us. In the darkness, however, there is a strange comfort, a serenity that comes with accepting the inevitable and understanding that love covers these oceans, fills every crevice, even in a fractured reality. We realize the future is filled with pain and was always destined to be like this. In this haunting landscape, the past sins are inescapable, but even in the darkest moments, there is an unyielding desire for connection, redemption, and love. We explore the fragility of life in a society fraught with violence, political oppression, and the decay of moral order. Find the balance between mourning and restoration. Life hurts immensely, love hurts like a burning sea. And finally, our journey takes us to a place where grief consumes us. In the elegy for the light, the mourning brings with it anxiety which will never flee from us. And the journey takes us on the fickle currents of the winds of Father Time, to a wild place of twists and turns, but ultimately a prison where a single light shines through the window. But still we run off to find our eternal home, and a place where we can breathe and wake with hearts warmed by the sun. Under the hopeless banner of the broken cross together, we embark on a desperate quest to retrieve the crown of King David, the only hope for salvation. Ancient prophecies, treacherous battles, and heart-wrenching betrayals test our resolve at every turn. The fate of multiple worlds hangs in the balance, and the choices we make will determine the destiny of all by tumbling headfirst into the storm of the worlds. We lay down our crowns and thrones and burn our ticket to nowhere as we realize the true nature of unfettered political power, and we understand finally that true liberation comes not just from escaping worldly powers, but from finding spiritual strength in love, faith, and the enduring hope for divine justice, and we can escape from the dominion of the God of this world.